Hello, Premium Club. Hope everyone is doing great. I just want to talk to you guys today about eagerness and encouragement. Eagerness and encouragement. And I think if there's anything I want to tell you today, is to always let your eagerness exceed your encouragement. Always let your eagerness exceed your encouragement. And I know what I'm saying might be a bit confusing to some of you right now, so I'll just put it in context. Um, the past few days have been very hard for me as a person, very, very hard. Um, and that's because, for those of you that know, I always talk about it. I have dogs. I have two dogs. And, I've always enjoyed having these two dogs because we had them when thieves broke into our house in 2016. And so we had to get them as guard dogs. So we started off with one dog, and then I got another one afterwards. And um, all the while I've had my dogs, I've always had people come around my house, and they admire my dogs because of how they look. You understand? Look very healthy. They're very big, um, well, strong looking dogs. So people look at them a lot and say, you have a male and female dog. Why don't you allow them mate? Why don't you allow them mate and begin to have puppies so that you can sell them? Now, I've never been interested, never been interested or eager about allowing my dogs mate. And you know how nature just gives you signs towards something. Whenever my male dog tries to hump my female dog, it's never successful. Never successful. Never. They never get to do it naturally. And so for me, deep inside, I was kind of happy that they it never worked out for them trying to mate, because I was never really interested in them having puppies. I know how much work it can be to have puppies, and I know how it can be so. When dogs have puppies, I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, some of my puppies died and stuff." And because I'm just an animal type kind of person, I hate to see animals die. I don't like it. It gets to me. So for that, I've just been hoping that they would not mate, and they've not mated for years. They went ahead just trying to mate, but nothing ever happened. But yet, I always used to have people come around saying, "You know what? Hold down the female, and let the male dog hump it." And I never did. I was like, I'm not going to force it. If it's not working out naturally, then it's okay. And people just used to pass side comments telling me how I was wasting them and how I could be making a lot of money. Or like if I were to get puppy, a puppy can cost about 200,000 per one. And do you know how many I would make if they had 10, if they had 12, how many I would make and stuff like that. And people just used to say all manner of things. They're like, you're spending so much money on these dogs, buying their food. Let them pay you back by having puppies for you. But you know what? I never had a problem with spending money on them buying their food. It was what I loved doing. I was eager to do that, to take care of them, not so that they could give me something back, because I was already getting the pleasure I wanted from them, just having them as pets, but not breeding them. But I think last year I got so many calls from people telling me, "Oh, meet your dogs, meet your dogs, meet your dogs." And there was a guy that just told me, he said, "You know what? If your male dog cannot mate your female dog, I have someone who has a male dog that can mate it. And know what? Just call me whenever your female dog is on heat. I will come and get it and take it to this person, and they will mate it, and I'll bring it back. I'll make it that convenient for you, because I just want you to have puppies and just enjoy how much you get from them." Now, the truth was that I was never really interested, but then I buckled to the pressure, and I allowed the person to take my female dog and go and get it mated or crossed with another dog, with another male dog. And some days later, he brought back the dog, and the dog had actually gotten pregnant. And I wasn't, to be honest, I wasn't really excited. It was just, I was like, well, let's see how it plays out. But I wasn't eager. But then Kent was saying, don't worry. You would when they have, by the time they have puppies, you always be so you make so much money from it and stuff. But I was thinking, Tola, do you need money? Yes, you're not the richest person, but do you need money that bad to do this thing that you're not really interested in? But then I I listened to the encouragement around me. Now, 2 days ago, my my female dog had a litter of puppies, and it was the most trying 2 days, 48 hours. I think I've even lost track of time now, whether it's 48 hours or 72 hours. But then some days ago, she had puppies, and the labor was so long. It took about 2 days for her. I think up until yesterday, she was. I think the labor took about over 24 hours, almost 48 hours. And she had a total of 11 puppies, and so far, five have died, and one is about to die right now. You understand? It's already gasping for air. I don't know what to do, but it has been traumatizing going out to take each puppy from the litter to go and bury them, and I've had to do that for five puppies. Terribly traumatizing for me. Um, it made me very sad, and I thought, Tola, why did you do this thing? You were not eager to do it, but people were encouraging you to do it, and you let the encouragement supersede your eagerness to do it. And now I'm burying the dogs, and nobody is here with me digging those holes. Nobody is picking those dead puppies. Even the guy that said he would be there, he would help me take my dog from one place to another, he's nowhere to be found. I'm the one dealing with the pain of this loss on my own. And I got to realize that, Tola, you're not like anybody else. God made you unique with unique emotions and feelings and thoughts. This guy that is encouraging you to cross your dogs, if a puppy should die, he just sees it as another animal dying. For you, it touches a particular string in your mind. It gets to you more than the average person. So why listen to the average person? And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys here today. Never let encouragement supersede your eagerness. If you are not eager about something, don't let somebody encourage you to do it. Be careful in letting people encourage you to do it. People can tell you all manner of things based on their own preferences. You need to be careful. If you're not eager about it, never let encouragement supersede your eagerness. Encouragement from others should only be a top up on your eagerness to do something. It should never make up for it. And I'll say that again. Encouragement or push from others to do something should only be a top up on your eagerness or your willingness to do something, never a substitute for it. That means if your eagerness is on 70%, the encouragement from others should only be 30% to top it up to be 100 to convince you to do it. But some of you, your eagerness is on 30% and the encouragement is 70% from others. And that's how you get your 100%. And you realize that when you do things that way, you will never enjoy the fruit of it. So some of you, people are encouraging you to take particular jobs. They're like, oh, you studied this. You should be working in an oil company. But you don't want to work in an oil. You're not eager about working in an oil company. You want to work with an NGO. But they're encouraging you. Oh, if I'd studied it, I would have worked in an oil company. You have the chance. Don't waste it. Go and work with Shell. Work with Mobile. But you don't want to work in that line. Your eagerness for that is like 30 or 20%. But the voices encouraging you in code to do it, like 70 to 80%. Don't do it. That's not a top up. It's substituting what you want to do. When you get that job, you are the one that would have to go to work. You are the one that would have to deal with the people at work. You are the one that would have to deal with that boss. You are the one that would have to live it. Don't let people encourage you into things you are not eager about. That thing we call eagerness is actually your soul trying to guide you. You might not be able to explain why you don't want to do it. And that's okay. Not being able to explain it is okay. Don't let anybody make you feel like because you can't articulate your reasons is reason enough for you to negate your feelings. Please, don't. Don't. Let your soul guide you. And sometimes your soul guides you without explaining to you. You just don't want to walk in that place. You don't know why. It's fine. People might come to encourage you and give you all their own whys, but it is their own whys, not yours. If you are not ready to get married, don't let people encourage you. If you are not sure about somebody, don't let people encourage you to marry that person. You are not eager about that person. Don't let them encourage you. Don't let your friends encourage you. Don't let your parents encourage you. Don't let your pastor or spiritual leaders encourage you to someone you're not eager about. Because when you marry, you're the one that will be living with that person. You're the one that would have to go to bed with that person. You're the one that will have to wake up with that person by your side. Let your soul guide you. Let the spirit within you guide you. It's better to be eager and have no encouragement at all than to not be eager to do something and have everybody encourage you. Think about it. It's better to be eager and have no encouragement at all. Your eagerness will sustain you. That willingness and drive from within you will sustain you. It's better to be that than to have no willingness, no drive from within you, but everybody around you cheering you up. Everybody around you will go to their house eventually, and you would be all alone with a giant mess on your hands. I just thought to share that with you guys today. For me, it has been a learning point. For some people, breeding is for them. Losing a whole liter might not bother them as much. It might bother them for 5 minutes, but they're on with it. For them, it's just about, we lost money. We'll try again next time. For me, it doesn't work that way. For me, losing one dog out of 11, a puppy, is something that's hard for me to get over. Not talk about 6. That's very, very hard. And someone will look at it and say, what's the problem? I didn't know those dogs. That's why I can never compare myself to that person and never let that person encourage me to do what I should do. I shouldn't have done that. And I'm begging you today, never let encouragement from others outweigh your eagerness to do something. Encouragement should only top up on your eagerness. And I hope that helps someone out there today for making a decision they shouldn't be making based on other people's influence rather than your willingness.